Alex Eala reaches Abu Dhabi Open quarterfinals after match-point escape. Alex Eala delivered one of her toughest wins yet at the WTA 500 Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open after battling back from match-point down to defeat Alexandra Sasnovich in the round of 16 and reach the quarterfinals. The Filipina dropped the first set 6-2 as Sasnovich, the 31-year-old Belarusian, imposed her experience early and kept Eala under pressure from the opening games. Eala responded with a stronger second set, holding firm through a series of extended games that featured multiple deuces. With the score tied at 3-3, she began to take control and closed the set 6-4 to force a deciding third. Momentum briefly swung back to Sasnovich in the final set, as she surged ahead quickly and built a commanding 4-0 lead. Eala managed to break the run by pulling back 2 games, but Sasnovich regained control to move to 5-2 and earn match point. Facing elimination, Eala refused to fold and drew energy from the Abu Dhabi crowd as she turned the match around. She won 4 straight games to move ahead 6-5, putting Sasnovich under sudden pressure after appearing close to victory. Sasnovich managed to level the set at 6-6, but Eala carried her momentum into the tiebreak and edged it 7-5 to complete the comeback and secure a place in the last 8. Eala will next face world number 11 Ekaterina Alexandrova in the quarterfinals on Thursday. Alexandrova advanced after a dominant round of 16 win over Diana Yastremska, 6-3, 6-0. Alex Eala's epic journey into the Abu Dhabi Open quarterfinals. A triumph of heart and hope. On a balmy night in Abu Dhabi, under the desert lights and amid the roar of an expectant crowd, a singular story of grit and resurgence unfolded, the kind that electrifies sport and unites fans around the world. At the Mubadala Abu Dhabi Open 2026, Alex Eala, the 20-year-old Filipina sensation, scripted one of the most remarkable comeback victories of her career, a match that became about far more than tennis. A match that seemed lost before it began. Going into her round of 16 clash against seasoned Belarusian Alexandra Sasnovich, few expected an epic twist. The scoreboard's early message was stark. Sasnovich dominated the first set, winning it 6-2 with a blend of precision, patience, and power, leaving Eala scrambling for rhythm. It was as though the momentum was locked firmly in the veteran's grasp from the outset. But this was not just any match. This was a defining chapter in the story of a young athlete whose rise has already challenged expectations. Eala had entered this WTA 500 event ranked around number 45, carrying not just her rackets, but the weight of a nation's pride and her own burgeoning legacy. Heart of a fighter, the turning point. The second set saw a shift, subtle at first but significant. Eala, refusing to concede, clawed her way back into contention. Each rally was punctuated with grunt, grit, and a determined edge that belied the scoreline. She began to control crucial points with sharper returns and more confident serves, finally capturing the set 6-4. The pendulum, ever so slightly, had begun to swing. As the match entered the decisive third set, the crowd sensed tension, but nothing could have prepared them for the emotional odyssey that was to follow. Sasnovich surged ahead early, racing to a 4-0 lead and then a commanding 5-2 advantage, even earning a match point that seemed destined to end Eala's remarkable run. It was in this crucible, on the precipice of defeat, that Eala's true spirit emerged. From match point down to match point 1. With a steely calm, Eala saved the match point, a moment where countless players might have folded, but not her. Each subsequent point was a testament to her resilience. Deep, bold ground strokes, nerves unshaken, and a belief that refused to yield. The stadium, packed with passionate supporters, including a strong Filipino contingent, rose to its feet. They sensed something extraordinary unfolding. Eala began to reel off games one after another, turning 2-5 into a stunning 6-5 lead, an improbable comeback that sent shockwaves through the stands. The psychological edge was palpable. Sasnovich, once cruising, now faced a surging opponent who had refused to quit when it mattered most. In the ensuing tiebreak, the drama reached its zenith. Trailing 5-4, Eala summoned every ounce of focus and composure she had cultivated through years of training and competition. With 3 straight points, each a micro-battle of strategy, power, and precision, she sealed her place in the quarterfinals with a 7-6-5 victory. Beyond the scoreline, what this victory means. Numbers can tell part of the story, but not the heart of it. Over nearly 3 hours, Eala played with a rare combination of tactical nuance and emotional resilience, qualities that define champions. Her victory wasn't just about winning a match, it was about conquering adversity, silencing doubt, and seizing belief when it mattered most. That night, Eala didn't merely progress to the next round, she inspired. Her journey from match point down to triumphant winner resonated with fans across continents, especially in her homeland of the Philippines, where viewers stayed up late, rallied behind her fight, and celebrated each point as if it were their own. In the on-court interview following the victory, Eala spoke with humility and joy about the experience, acknowledging that these were moments she had dreamed of, the kind that shape careers and define lives. Her words, simple yet profound, reflected not just relief, but growth. Looking ahead, the quarterfinal challenge. With her spot in the quarterfinals secured, Eala now faces a formidable opponent, Ekaterina Alexandrova, one of the top seeds and a consistently strong performer on the tour. This marks their first career meeting, adding an extra layer of intrigue to what promises to be a compelling battle of styles and wills. For Eala, each new round is both a challenge and an opportunity. It's a chance to build on her momentum, to refine her game, and to continue proving that heart, in sport and in life, can often outshine even the toughest odds. Legacy in motion. Alex Eala's path in professional tennis has already been punctuated by memorable moments, from historic wins in Grand Slams to powerful statements of promise on the WTA Tour. But nights like these, when she hangs on with everything on the line, transcend rankings and titles. They remind us why we watch sport, for the emotion, the drama, and the joy of witnessing a young athlete discover her own greatness. In Abu Dhabi, as the lights shone down and the crowd buzzed with exhilaration, Eala didn't just win a match, she lit a spark. A spark for fans watching from across the world, especially in Southeast Asia, where her ascent continues to redefine what is possible.